I think I'm back. I gotta send my link back out there. I lost connection. So, must have been the Uncharted PTSD. Alright, hold on. Shit. Okay. Uh, Let me know when you guys are back in here. Yeah, my internet just dropped connection like out of nowhere, and my Streamlabs froze at the same time. So let me gather my bearings here. All right, let me know when you're back. And we're back. Your trophy list is so long, we have to do two videos for it. This is the Uncharted PTSD, man. Those shit just my brain zapped my fucking connection. I think. Hold on, I'm just sending the links back into Discord. I don't know if we heard everything that I had to say about Uncharted, but shit, man. I I'll tell you right now. I wouldn't do them again. I haven't even done the PS4 version for them. Like I did Uncharted 4, which that in itself was a headache. What's up, Ed? What's going on? You collect PlayStation trophies? I'll review your list too. Well, welcome, man. I know you mentioned Crisis, right? Crisis, but you're not done before the stream crashed. Um, yeah, you haven't finished those, but Crisis 3 got a 0.63%. That is that is pretty tough. I played Crisis back in the day on the, and my brother used to play that game a lot on PC before it came to console. It looks fun. I played it a little bit, but I don't know if I would ever go for those trophies. um, all right. So yeah, I mean, you have. I'm gonna skim through your completed games right now. Let's see here. Completion. A 4 a.m. Euro boost. Absolutely. All right. So now I'm just kind of looking at all the games you've completed, like, and just I'm gonna go down this list and just kind of gauge. Oh, AEW. Not on my list. I hate that game so much. It's shut down, I believe. Oh, the Crisis. Yeah. Yeah, that's the story of my life. All the games I haven't completed is because the server shutdowns, and there's a few that I can't be bothered to ever even like go for them. I see your aliens, alien games, arcades. I've seen this on a lot of people's trophy list. They're not long though. You can see 12 minutes, 29 minutes. But I don't know. I just don't care for those types of games like that. Maybe I'll do the stack. But the PS4 ones are shut down too. Is that the case? Damn, look at all these Assassin's Creed. Okay, Ark, super impressive, right? But fuck, look, Assassin's Creed. This is why I put it in alphabetical order, just to kind of gauge that series that you've just knocked out. Look at this. Naturally, Uncharted. I'm sorry, not Uncharted. Assassin's Creed is what you told me catapulted you into this rockstar level of trophy hunting. So I was expecting this. I don't see recent ones though. Like I guess you got sick of the games, or maybe they're not complete yet. Because I'm just looking at completed games right now. But this in and of itself is very impressive. All these games. I love two. I hated three, but I love Assassin's Creed 2. I hated part three so much. You have no idea. I said I'm never gonna get a platinum trophy again for Assassin's Creed after that one. Astrobot, love you some Astro's Playroom, and Astrobot. If they were like Odyssey, Back to the Future, Telltale games before they were one game with a platinum. Love that. But yeah, you have 914 completed games. If I talk about every game here, like I said, I'm gonna have to. Um, I'm gonna be here till tomorrow. So, Batman Arkham Origins, Blackgate, very nice. Battlefield. Oh, got Bloodborne in there. That's been on my bucket list for a long time, and I probably won't be doing it until they remaster it or remake it. I played it a little bit, but like I tested it on my alternate account, and I liked it. But I was like, man, I'm just gonna wait for the day that Sony finally decides to remaster this game. I'm not in any rush to play it at all. Castlevania, Lords of Shadow. Oh, Bloodborne I did when I first got COVID. You actually got COVID, like you were sick with COVID, and you platinum Bloodborne. I mean, that deserves a trophy in and of itself. Shit, man. Oh, see the Capcom Fighting Collection. I did. Wait, this is a new one, right? Collection two. Yeah, it came out last year. I got to do this one because I have the first one completed, right? Is Marvel vs. Capcom 2 in there? Pretty sure this is the one I did. Okay, but I want to do the second one. I only have like two Souls games done: Elden Ring and Demon Souls. That's about it. And quite honestly, like they're good games, but I'm not a masochist for fucking spending hours on games like that. Like I'm getting my ass kicked. But I really enjoyed Elden Ring and Demon Souls too. I did enjoy them, so I get why people like the games. But I gotta space those out because they always piss me off. I think Punisher is in that one, and it was really good. Yeah, but oh yeah, that is the one. Nope, that's the one that I was thinking. The Punisher game. Um, we've seen some of these already, but I'm just skimming through just all your completed games here. I've Grim Fandango. So this is another one that was recommended, and it wasn't. That was one of our community games. I did not like it at all. I tried it on another account. And I'm like, nope, not for me. Hitman. Now look at this. These are rare right here. This is why I couldn't just look at your rarity on just your platinums and engage it. But these are tough. Under 1% or slightly above 1%. But they don't have a platinum, so there's no way for me to see it on the stats thing or the trophy log. Hitman 3 DLC is probably tough. I could tell you're a Hitman fan. Love me some Hogwarts Legacy. Hunt Showdown. I remember seeing the trailer for that. I thought it looked cool, but never actually tried it. Indiana Jones. I think you did that one recently, right? Yeah, March. I remember you posting about it. That's one of the ones I might do this year. That's one of the few games that I have planned before GTA 6 comes out, and I'll probably quit trophy hunting for a while. Even though I really haven't been trophy hunting that as much, just kind of just playing and taking my sweet time, not in that grind every day. Like I gotta get this done. But between now and November 19th. This is one of the few games that I actually want to complete. That's for that Xbox challenge that I put in the community, completing an Xbox game or previously on Xbox. Kingdom Hearts. Oh, this is not okay. I thought it was Kingdom Hearts. This is like the movie, right? 4 minutes, 10 seconds. If you like collectibles, indie is for you. If I like collectibles, if I could avoid a guide and do collectibles, I'm fine with it. If I have to be glued to a guide, this is where for me, I'm over it. I've just done so many games in my life that I need to sit there with a guide that no. I gotta ask, what the hell? Kung Fu Panda. A 0.79 rarity. That is surprising because usually you see the kids' games, you think, oh, they're easy. They're probably pretty easy. It's guide heavy. You just changed my mind because I'm just over it. I know I can do it. I can follow a guide. I've done it so many times. I just maybe if I really enjoy it, I'm like, all right, this is one I really have to get a platinum for. Then I'll consider it. But I like games like Spider Man where the collectibles are on the map. I don't need to be glued to a guide. I just or Horizon, right? The Horizon games. Legos. Holy shit! Let me not ignore your Lego collection. Wow. Wow, look at that. Damn, look at you have every Lego game ever made platinum. Not just once, but twice. Kung Fu Fan that has an online rank trophy. Okay, that explains it. Wow, Legos. I keep scrolling and all I see is Legos. I think that is not shouldn't be that much of a surprise, right? That was your first platinum. We established that earlier. I have one Lego game, and that's the Horizon games. I know that back in the day, in the PS3 days, before games got a little bit more, like, a little easier to platinum, like, the Lego games are considered easier, but you look at now, and they're pretty average difficulty, though. That just shows to show how tough games were back then with the PS3 days. They were super tough. Um, wow. Do you have a diamond completion for this? And if anyone's watching that's not in the community, you don't know what I'm talking about. But are you diamond status in Lego? I forgot. I know I can look back. They're just grindy. Life is Strange, Little Big Planet, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, New Age of Heroes. It's impossible. Ah, okay, but you must be close though. Probably closed servers, right? I had to guess. Here are the Marvel games. I got the Avengers in there. Just good old fun games, man. This is what I love right here. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I just did that one this year. Lego Rock Band is tough. Oh, of course. All those rhythm games, man. It's Minecraft. Don't let my kids see this. They're not bad though. The platinum. I'm looking at the. I'm just basing it off the rarity. Mortal Kombat. Yeah, 1, 11, and X done. The arcade collection, and then the Legacy collection. I heard that one had a lot of issues. Oh, those are Telltale? I didn't know that. This is just literally just finishing the story. Because if that's the case, I might just do it. My name is Mayo. That's it. You get an extra 5 points on your grading because you cannot be a trophy hunter and not have my name is Mayo on your list. I'm disappointed I don't see 3 completed. I'm not looking at your incomplete right now, but that better be in progress, DR, because your name is DR is the man, and you can't be the man and not have my name is Mayo 3 done as well. Okay, we need all of them, no exception. There it is, NBA 2K20. We already talked about it, but you know, Nickelodeon All Stars. Love those games. It's Super Smash Bros. Speaking of which, I'm just gonna completely off topic here. I really hope I haven't seen it on sale. Okay, your excuse for now. But I really wish we get a PlayStation All Stars 2. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Not that the Sony gives a crap about me in this world, but somehow PlayStation All Stars 2. We'll love that. All right. Pantsu Hunter. Oh, all right, DR. I got you, bro. I got this on my trophy list too, so I get to laugh at you, just so you know, because I did this game too. I hated it. It was horrible. I had to follow a guide to get the trophy, so you already know me and guides do not like each other very much. But shout out to the great trophy guide creators out there like OptiNoob, Power Picks crew. Can't can't do it without y'all. PlayStation All Stars. I knew I would see this in here, of course. Of course you got that done. I'm not gonna skim over this game right here. Power Rangers Battle of the Grid for the Grid. I played this game on my other account for a few minutes, and I was like, "This is the clunkiest fighting mechanics I've ever seen in my life." Because I could play fighting games. I'm not shy to platinum those. Like I just did Street Fighter 6, Mortal Kombat, the 9, Marvel vs. Capcom. But this game is so horrible. I was so disappointed because I looked at the graphic design, the graphic art, sorry, graphic style of the game, and I was like, man, this is my speed right here. This looks good. And I hated the game. I said, no way in hell am I gonna go for this platinum, especially when it's like that difficult. And I love Power Rangers. You guys want to see how much I actually love Power Rangers? Wait, where was I? I lost my. Where I was at. There it is. Hold on. Give me a second. I know I'm getting sidetracked, right? But the Green Rangers, Dragon Zord flute. So I got that, and I got Morphers. My kids have the Morphers as well. I got them into the old school Power Rangers, and then this Megazord pop was a gift from Crazy J, actually. Shout out Crazy J. But that was the first show I was crazy about as a kid, so I was so disappointed when this game was not my thing. Anyways, moving on. Ratchet and Clank, okay. I see you got a couple of those done. Rift Apart, such a good game. I can't believe it's been like 5 years now since that game came out. Red Dead Redemption. I'm waiting to do the PS5 version eventually. I will do that one at some point. So I did the PS3 version like you, but I want to redo it. Is what I'm saying. Well, I'm waiting for them to remaster part two so I can do them back to back. The side scroller was great. Yeah. Resident Evil. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. I only see 3 Resident Evils done, and 2 of them are some of the worst games. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna give Re:Verse some slack. I'm gonna cut it some slack here. It's not that bad. I actually don't think it's that bad. And we did that one together. I was like, man, I wish this game would have like been a hit. I think people just shitted on it immediately and was like, nope. Resident Evil multiplayer, not doing it. But yeah, I remember we actually boosted this together. How could I forget? RE5, one of my first platinums personally. Resistance, I self boosted a lot of this with 4 different PS4s and PS5 make combined. Yeah, fun times. Rocket League, 6 is in progress for a while. Oh, Resident Evil 6, the worst, just the worst. All right, look at that Sackboy. Okay, I'm not gonna skim over Rocket League. F this game's DLC packs. Thank God it stopped. Let me not jinx it, cause watch me turn on the PlayStation, then there's gonna be a new update for Rocket League with another DLC pack. Even though it's been a few years now since it continued that, but let me turn on the PlayStation now and jinx myself. Here's 10 new trophies that no one fucking wanted. Nobody asked for more Rocket League trophies. Salmon Max galore. Salmon Max. Oh my god, there's a lot of Salmon Max. I haven't played those games. Don't know anything about them. Saw. I want to play a game. These are PS3 games. Yeah, that's right. No one cares for Saw nowadays. But it was fun back then. Oh, I hear my son walking around. He might just barge in here any second now. Like Steve Austin. I enjoy point and click. Is that what those are? I could use a point and click game for my trophy list this year. I have no idea. I don't know every game. I'm not like expert at every single game that's ever been out in this world. So I speak on the ones I know of. Silent Hill. Okay. Silent Hill Downpour. Very nice. I don't have that one actually. I have only Silent Hill 2 and I'm working on F. Well, I'm going to be working on F. Um, Sleeping Dogs. Oh, gotta shout this out. Such a shame we never got a part 2. Such a shame. You know, I got my GTA fix because of this game a few years ago. I played it and I'm like, man, this is a good game right here. If only they did another one. Of course, Silent Hill, there's always a pain in the ass. Something pain in the ass in those games. Soul Calibur, okay. Soul Calibur 5. Sonic, got some Sly games in the mix. Spyro. Now, I gotta admit, I've never cared for Spyro. Ever. Like, I played it, I remember on my PS1, I got the demo, and that was one of the games in there that I'm just like, I don't like it. But more power to you. Spider-Man, Shattered Dimensions. If you don't use the DualShock controller, you can't enable hard mode for whatever reason. That's weird. That's very strange. I love Stick of Truth. This game is hilarious. Like, this is one of the funniest games I've ever played in my life. And I guess my humor is dark and fucked up. So maybe that's why I liked it. And if you know anything about South Park, you know that. Yeah, that's cancel city right there. You get canceled quickly. Split Fiction, been meaning to play that. Looks good. I've seen good reviews for it too. Star Wars. Dun, 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 dun. Battlefront. They got Jedi, uh, Survivor, and Fallen Order. Both great games. Love those games. um, South Park is great. Yeah, I can't like can't tell you how disappointed I was in the last one. The snow day or whatever. It is dog shit compared to that one. And the other. But I'll tell you what, trophyless wise, Stick of Truth was bad. I hated the all the missables. Like literally everything was missable. I had to be glued to a guide. But this is one of the ones I was like, I have to get that platinum. So I put myself through it. Battlefront's top five for you? Okay, look at that. Yeah, 0.75. Yeah, 0.75 uh, completion, and the platinum is 1.77. So yeah, that's tough. Multiplayer. That's multiplayer. That's just you that boosts the rarity up by a lot immediately. Takes a lot of effort or boosting. All right, I can't just skim past this game because I love it. Can't wait for part two. Stellar Blade. That that gave me let's see, a good month and a half of just awesome gameplay. I took my sweet time with it. I did it last year, so a little co-op. I see. Street Fighter 30th anniversary collection. Okay, so you got quite a few collections in there done. Ninja Turtles, Shredder's Revenge. There's a few times I contemplated doing that game, but I never did it myself. It's like I'm good. But maybe next year for my side scroll of for the year, I'll do it. Tekken 6 and 7. 6, 7. Don't if you know you know. Six. All right, forget it. I think I did 7. Yeah, I did 7. I did 7 and 8. 6 I never did. Mutants in Manhattan is tough. Yeah, let me see. I'll go back up a little bit. Yeah, 2.34, significantly higher rarity than the other ones there. Like it's like one of your ultra rares, which we like skimmed past earlier. The Amazing Spider-Man. We're in the does now. The dark side. Detective. Gotta say, you play a lot of games I've never touched, never looked at before. So kudos to you for variety. Like you have a crazy variety. I'll just say that. Maybe I should add that as one of the ratings for next time. Maybe I'll switch up my formula a little bit. Variety. Because I see a whole lot of different types of games for you. A whole different style. The Quarry. Alright, so haven't played that one, but I know it's like the spiritual successor to Until Dawn. And Until Dawn's trophy list can go to hell. That's all I'll say. Because of just having to follow a guide for that one, for several trophies. I hate those types of games for that. Great games, like I enjoy them, but the guide aspect for me makes it a chore. That's all I'll say. So I might do the quarry, but I know I'm gonna have to really get my mind set. Like, all right, just gonna have to suck it up and use a guide. The Sims 4, 13 hours, 59 minutes. You use the cheat codes. I'm gonna call you out on it. You had to. Yeah, this one's usually would take a lot longer. The Walking Dead. Wow. You have every Walking Dead ever made. Pretty much. Yeah. I have them all done, but not every single stack. Like I've done a couple. You won't like it. Yeah, I won't like the quarry. Yeah. I know that. The Wolf Among Us. Side note. Well, didn't they say that part two was coming out like 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 2 years ago? I almost said 5 years ago. Then this thing's still not out. So Jesus. All right. Let me see. Tunic. Great game. Tomb Raider Legend. Oh, I talked about it earlier. We were looking at Uncharted. We already looked at Twisted Metal. We saw earlier. Until Dawn. Speak of the Devil. The what? TWAU. Wait, what is that? Hold on, maybe I'm stupid. Hold on. The Walking Dead. No, TWA. What is TW? Okay. What's up, Cypher? The Wolf Among Us. The game was. I get it now. It took me a minute. I was like, "What is TWAU?" And now, like, I don't know. Yeah. Okay. I'm. The chat's delayed. But I figured it out before you put it up there. I was like, okay. I like The Wolf Among Us. Um, Personally, that's just me. Vampire Survivors. You like vampire stuff. I see you. Virtual Fighter. So you have. I've seen Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom, Power Rangers. So you got a good amount of fighting games and all different styles. I don't think I saw King of Fighters though, unless I missed it. Maybe it's in your incompletes. We were here. It's you know where we were here is gonna be for me. Nowhere. Not my type of game. Wait, Warhammer. Good stuff there. It's a good game. Word. World War Z. Pretty rare games right there too. Incomplete trials. I figured. Now my language right here. WWE. To talk about all these games. Till I'm blue in the face. Especially the current one that we're both playing. Where I pretty much finished it now as of yesterday. But except for that one trophy, I gotta wait for the server to give me in like a couple days. But these are tough games right here. And I don't know if you played the ones before, like SmackDown versus Raw, like back in the day. But man, these trophy lists are a pain. They're a pain and they're a grind. So, Yu-Gi-Oh, X-Men Origins. Man, can we talk about how excited everyone is for the new Wolverine game? I can't wait for that. The U.S. Champ Trophy. Here Comes the Pain was my favorite. I think for a lot of people it was too. Um, I wish they would remaster that one, but I don't think they would, just because it's a sports game. Like they just don't do that for those. But with Here Comes the Pain, they would have to seriously change the roster up, but maybe keep the same game style and remove people like Chris Benoit because they're not gonna put Benoit in the game. The other legends they could probably relicense or something, but Zero Escape, Zombie, and I'm not gonna pretend to read what this says here. I have no idea what this is. Yeah, 900 and I went through that as quickly, but also trying not to miss things as I could. That's 914 completed games. That is a lot. And you did it in like 10 years. Fuck. Now I want to take a look at something, right? At what you didn't complete. And I'm going to be quicker with this one. Um, but platinums, I want to look at platinums that you didn't 100%. Ready? That's impressive. There's only 3 games that you platinum that you didn't do the DLC for. And I know War That War, I actually have this one completed 100%. Of course, those zombie trophies are the worst. And it takes a hell of a lot of patience. DC Universe. Phantom Break and Zero Escape, I believe. Man, I couldn't hold down a job kind of required to pay the bills and do that many trophies. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, this is we talked about it in the start of the stream, like, and I ran the numbers. Like, you're averaging about 1,900 trophies a year, but you really didn't start trophy hunting until 2016, which is 10 years ago. So that's significantly higher. Like, you're doing like 5,000 trophies a year almost, if you really think about it. Like maybe like 4,000 or something like that. Crazy. Crazy. All right, now I'm just want to look at things not 100%. Let's do it by percentage. So these games here, you're pretty close. Mortal Kombat 9. Okay. If you did the online trophies, it's still possible, but this is one of the ones. This is one of my proudest. I put it in like my top. I put it in my top 10. Probably my top 10, top 5, maybe even top 5. Um, that's a monster of a game right there. Injustice. This is one I'm missing too, and you're at 87%. I'm somewhere around there. I think I'm like around the same, like 90%. Street Fighter versus Tekken. Mystic is BS. Lego Rock Band. Yeah, you said that was tough. Fall Guys. It's not that bad anymore. It's actually pretty easy now to get the platinum. I got the this. Oh, this is a PS4 version. They don't even. This launcher is closed, so you can't even get this one now. Yeah, you couldn't get it. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think there's no way for you to do it. Server shut down. Splinter Cell Blacklist, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, Max Payne, Dead or Alive 6, Justice 2. Yeah, I see a lot of fighting games too. Here's the King of Fighters. Yep. I hate those. I hate King of Fighters. I don't know why. It's just something about those games that not my cup of tea compared to the other ones. Shadowfall. One of my proudest ones that I actually got the completion. Let me see how many people completed. Point 30. I remember when I did it, there was only like 50 people in the world who. Okay. There was only like maybe like it was under 100 people that had completed at the time. This is a long time ago. Damn. It's still a point 0.3 rarity. Only 1,673 people have put themselves through this nightmare of a game and trophy list. Metal Gear Solid. You know I'm gonna give you shit for that, right? Phantom Pain. You gotta do Phantom Pain. Great game. As you can see, I'm going down the list of games that you're like further and further away from the platinum or 100%. Resident Evil 6. You're a madman. Why would you put this on your trophy list twice? You're a madman. Like, absolutely. You're at the same amount of percentage. Is this like an auto pop kind of thing? Did you like auto I don't know if that's even possible from PS3 to 4. I really don't remember. But my least favorite RE, Spider Man. Okay, what's going on here? This is a pretty easy one. I couldn't even finish the tutorial for Shadow Falls. The controls were so bad. I don't know why it's so funny to me. Oh, I'm sorry, Donna. Yeah, it got cut off, and we just went over all his games that he completed. Not all of them, because like I said, I'll say it again. I'm not speaking about 915 games. Okay, like love y'all, but hell no. That's just insanity. Much less complete that many, probably. Metal Gear Solid, Phantom Pain. Okay, where was I? Resistance, Burning Skies. Never played this. Never played this. Resistance 2 was the last one I played. Resistance 2, and I'm missing one trophy that I can never get from that one. Multiplayer. That shut down. Rock Band 2. Now, I know this right here, this game was your first game that you popped the trophy for. We saw that earlier. So, yeah, he's got 915 completed games. Crazy. We're going to talk about shovelware next. Because, and I gotta say, it's very positive what I have to say before the one you're thinking, whoa, he's gonna trash talk my list. Now, after giving me praise for 2 hours. Rock Band 2, this is a tough game to finish, though. Like, really. Like all like rhythm games, tough game. Crash Bandicoot. No. No. We're not doing this, DR. You need to stop whatever you're doing after this stream, and I need you to work on this game. This is unacceptable. This needs to be done this year, okay? This year, 2026. I know you'll do this game in like 2 days. It takes most humans 200 hours. But for you, you're like in the hyperbolic time chamber from Dragon Ball Z. I think I said that right. I might have forgotten. Like 2 hours for you, for us, it's like 200 hours for you, because that's the only way you could be finishing this many goddamn games. But this is my favorite game of all time. So I need you to work on that one, all right? Add that to your list of challenges for the year. So, all right. The Last of Us, not done. They'll make me come after you. Donna knows I bugged her for so long. You need to finish this game. Now hold on. Did he actually finish the game before? Because if you didn't finish the game, hides my one trophy because it had to help a friend trophy boost the main account. You're off the hook, Cypher. It's fine. No, you haven't finished the game. You're in chapter 1 still. You haven't finished. Okay. This is it. You lost like 10 points. You're definitely. The max grade you get now is a B. I see what you did, though. You knocked out all the multiplayer. Knocked out all the multiplayer. So, if you did that, that's probably why you didn't want to play the game. This is why you didn't want to play the game. Because you're like, fuck this game. If you start the multiplayer, you. Oh, God. Oh, God. I'm going to call the Dragon Zord. I need help on. No. Alright. And that's enough about Red Dead. That's enough about Red Dead. You know what, though? I gotta admit, I almost fell into the same trap with that. And then I was like, nope. I just stopped playing the multiplayer. I said, everyone's talking so great about this. Because I just played the multiplayer and I was not enjoying the game. I was like, this is alright. Why do people praise this game? So I went to play the single player. And man, am I glad I did that. Then I went back to finish the multiplayer afterwards. The Last of Us, I don't remember seeing if you did the remake or not, but I hope that this is not when you did just the multiplayer. gold medals as well. It's a lot easier now to do those gold medals. Like it. Oh wait. Oh, the gold medals online. Okay, I see. I'm trying to remember what you're referring to. The Last of Us, one of the greatest games of all time. RE5. You did the PS4 version. I saw that. That's a weird opposite because I never started the PS4 version. I did the PS3 one though. And 2K26. You still got a long way to go. But knowing you, by the time May 8th comes around, you'll be done with the game. May 8th is the next time they give the loyalty reward, which is what I'm missing for it. Oh, man, yeah. Yeah, I found your challenge. I said I was going to have a challenge for you. I found it. Red Dead Redemption 2. But we'll go back to that in a bit. Now, all these games, we just did minimal stuff on. I see a lot of C's, D's, E's. Operation Raccoon City. Fucking atrocious. I hate that game. Don't blame me for not wanting to play it. You are good in my book. 2K19. Actually, a pretty tough platinum right here, man. Like, this game had the tower with AJ Styles. Luckily, AJ Styles is my guy. Like, I actually play as him, which made it a little easier for me to get the platinum because I know how to use him well. But, fuck. 0.73. Rise of the Tomb Raider, I'm doing soon. Yep, that's a great one. Actually, Donna and I did that one. I think we did the co-op together, right? Or was it multiplayer? I know it was co-op. I forget. This shit is a blur, man. Like, all these years of trophy hunting. Grand Theft Auto 4. Toughie. In my personal top 5 proudest platinums. That's a tough one. Can't say I blame you for leaving it right there. Guitar Hero, Warriors of Rock, Blaze Blue, another fighter that I don't like. Yeah, it was co-op, right? Wasn't it like a random map every time we went in there? Like it wasn't like one map. We had to like the map changed it. It was like this weird shit for it. It's been so long. I think it was something like that. Grand Theft Auto 5, PS4 version. 0.23 rarity. Donna knows about this one. We finished this one together too. Masterminds. Yeah. I'm not going to challenge you to that because you would need a pro, which is back then I think people would consider us pros at that game. I'm not playing that again. Not for that. Not for that at all. The stuff was random. Yeah. Like where it would appear. Yeah, it was something like that. It's like almost like a roguelike. 2K18. What a drag that game was. Oh, Fractured Butthole. Not Butthole. Butthole. I keep saying Butthole either way. Wait, okay. Fractured Butthole. I just think it was funny too. Surprised you haven't finished that one. Trophy list is not nearly as bad. Guitar Hero 5. One of the few Guitar Heroes I finished. And it took me 9 years to do it. Obviously not 9 years trying, but I left it there on the shelf for a long time. Oh, damn, I'm getting stuffy. Deathloop. Alright, so these games here, you barely touched. Like, these are all just sitting there. You were like, I'll come back to it another time. Okay, here's Fall Guys. This one you can pretty much do. I'm sure of it. Oh, did I get that mixed up? OR. This is the original one. So this is backwards. Okay, so the one we were looking at earlier is the current launcher. Which I'll never understand why they do things like this. But that's why I'm not a developer. I don't know. I'm just a player. A gamer, I should say. Rock Band 3, Middle Earth. I don't know. Not my cup of tea. I tried Middle Earth. Shadow of Mordor, Iron Man, Arkham Asylum. It's tough. Arkham Asylum is one of the easiest ones. That was hard, for me at least. That was a tough one. So I get why all these are not done. Dead Space 3, that was crazy but fun. I'm thinking you're talking about GTA, right? Yeah, the Mastermind Challenge. Till this day, that game gives me PTSD for that trophy. Good thing we played it for fun, and we did it in a time where we were just like, yeah, let's knock it out. You ask me to do that now, I'll tell you, go to hell. I'm not doing that game ever again like that. Unless it's GTA 6, and I'm really like, they have a trophy like that. That's a game I'm gonna have to platinum, and 100%. I don't care what the requirements are. Yeah. So all these games are ease. Like you got maybe one trophy, two, you're done. So this is like, I saw one. Another one that hurts me. Metal Gear Solid 2. Now that's one of the toughest ones in the series, and that's the PS3 version. The new ones they remade, those are tough. It's almost as hard as this one because they added stuff to it, but this is just a nightmare right here. I had to do like 5 different playthroughs, um, get every collectible and every difficulty. Yeah, sounds really fun, right? I shouldn't just say collectibles, the dog tags. And you gotta sneak up behind them in the game and get them to give you the dog tag. This was, man, still surprises me it has a 4.75 rarity. Like I thought this would be like what the ones that are like in the 1 percentage. I guess the people that play it really love the game, like myself. Like I really love the game and I just wanted to have that on my accomplishments. So Resistance 2, there it is. I I almost wish it was at 3% because every time I look at that game, I'm like, I still regret not finishing that multiplayer trophy. Guitar Hero Metallica, one of the ones that I'm so close is obtainable. I only have like 18 games on my list that are incomplete. This is one of them. These two right here. Closed servers. I don't know if I'll ever be good enough to get some of those scores for Guitar Hero. I was good back then. I would have to relearn everything. Smash hits. Jax 2. These aren't too bad. Helldivers 1. Um, Never played it, but I've seen enough about it that it looks like it's a pretty tough game. Helldivers 2 I played, not 1. They're completely different styles. Returnal. All right. This is a great game right here. I'm going to highly recommend it, especially that Saros just came out. That's another one I'm looking to do this year, Saros. Um, but I would say do this one first. I did finish Returnal. Um, it was tough, but it was manageable. It wasn't like to the point where you're like, I don't think I could ever do this. You know, Infamous. We got one trophy. Guess it wasn't your thing. It's not mine. I'll tell you right now. I don't really care for Infamous games. They were okay. I played First Light and what was it? It's the Second Son. God, there's so many video games. You know which one I'm talking about. I know it's First Light and then the first one that came out on PS4. Dead Space. Still doable. There's no online trophies for it. This is the OG right here, PS3. Love that game. I did the remake last year, so I'm gonna say this is one you can knock out. You did them out of order. I see. That'll throw you off. Two is really good. So you're gonna do one now. You're doing them backwards. Okay. Horizon Zero Dawn. Maybe not your game. You just tried it 2 minutes. Nope. You get a trophy pretty early on in that game. Final Fantasy 15. Yeah, those servers. Well, I think it's co-op mode. There's something up with those. I think it's like a workaround to get the trophies, but I don't know if I ever want to do that one though. I love Final Fantasy, but OG Modern Warfare 3. All right, these you don't have. So these games now we reached the point where you have F grades here. These are the ones you never even. They're just on your list, but you haven't really played them, or you turned them on and said nope. The Witcher 3. I don't remember seeing the original Witcher in there. Not original. The PS4 version of The Witcher 3. I don't think you have that one done. So maybe these are just games that you plan on doing. See Black Ops in there, DMC, Prince of Persia. Okay. Death Stranding, Devil May Cry. Those are hard games right there. Super hard games. Persona 4. Snake Eater. Come on. Elden Ring. PS4 version. You might as well delete this right now. NBA 2K14 before you accidentally get a trophy. Because God knows the servers are closed already. Hold on, wait a second. God of War 2, Ghost of Sparta. Those are. You could knock those out in 2 days at the rate that you play. God of War 3. This is my favorite God of War game. God of War 3. I know, probably unpopular opinion, but even though I love 2018 and Ragnarok, they're great games. But 3 was just, I don't know, something like, it just hit. Yeah, I mean, maybe one day you'll start these games. Luckily for you, you can decide to delete all these today if you really wanted to. San Andreas. Did you ever play the original San Andreas? Yeah, these are all. Hey, what's going on? Hello, I would like to get reviewed. All right, awesome. Type in your PSN ID, and if you have Discord, you have to be on my Discord server. Um, we can schedule that for another time because today we're just doing DR's the man, who has a massive list. We're almost there, but welcome. Evil West. Ah, man. If you end up deleting these games, that's probably you could probably platinum a game in the time that you spend deleting all this. Cause man, there's a lot of 0% in there. I don't even know if those count as far as like I know it doesn't count towards your completion percentage, but as far as like the games played count, I don't know if it counts or not. PSN trophies. All right. Let me see. I'm writing down your PSN name. June's. Okay. Awesome. All right. Just gonna skim through all this. All right, we're done. So now for the main thing. Right, let me unfilter all this. Now I'm just gonna do the grading now, right? To give you your grade for your overall list. So remember what I said in the beginning, right? Wait, why isn't it unfiltering everything? Oh, show me all. Last played. Just go to the default. There we go. All right. So for trophy volume, I think we could all agree that you are 25. Hold on. Let me get my calculator. Whoa, that's huge. Okay. I had it hidden here earlier. Then on my computer, when I had to restart the stream, I messed up my setup. So, yeah, as far as your trophy volume, I mean, ranked 743 in the U.S. Yeah, so 1,560 games played, 914 games completed, 75.97 completion percentage. So, as far as volume is concerned, 35,000 trophies, 933, 749 platinums, ranked 870, level 875. I just got to 600 and I damn near popped the champagne bottle. Yeah, man. How many of them are shovelware? I haven't done that part yet. We're about to do it, right? Because we're doing a grading system here. We're nearing the end of the stream, but just want to. So he's gonna get 25 points for volume because that is a lot. That is a whole lot right there. Um, and as far as ultra rare platinums completions, he is also getting 25 points for that because there was 105 ultra rare platinums out of those 749, and I counted at least like 40 or 50 completions that didn't like the platinum was a little higher rarity, but the completion of the game was well below. So he's getting a full 25 for that as well. For that. Now, completion percentage. Show your method to my madness here. So what I did was your completion percentage is 75.97%, right? So I took 25 points, and you're gonna get 75.97 points of the 25. So, how did I do it again? Minus 24.03. You're getting 18.99 points for that one. So, you're getting 19 points, basically. 19 out of the 25. Because if this was higher, you'll get a better grade for that, right? Maybe like one or two. We don't have that big of a community yet. But I love to do your list. We have a smaller community, so I'll let you know on the queue, and I'll reach out to you directly on PSN and get you in our Discord server. All right, so yeah, you're pretty much at 19 points there. I'll add that back up in a second. Now for this last portion, right? So 50 plus 18.99, 68.99. Now, if you had 0 shovelware in your list, you'd be at 93.99 grade. Right? Now let's take a look at how much shovelware. Right? Because he asked. I already took a look at this before, by the way. So, and this is how I did it. I did it by rarity. And I looked at only platinums. And we did descending. And I counted anything that was 85% completion percentage and higher. I looked at that as shovelware. And you've only got, you guys can see here, second page. That's 50 right here in that page. And then do the same on this one. You've only got 80 games out of your 750 platinums. 749. Let's call it 750. Come on. So, how did I do that? What I looked at was a ratio, a percentage of how many of your trophies were shovelware, pretty much, or platinums. 749 and divided it by 80. Now 9.36%. 25 points. So you're getting 22 points, 0.67. 0.67. Right. So that's really good. When you have this many platinums, 749, they only have 80 platinums that are shovelware. And there's people that's like 500 of them in their list. I'm not knocking on them, right? But this is impressive, right? When you really think about it. When I calculated, I was like, wow. Not only do you have a ton of ultra rares, you don't have a lot of shovelware in there. By no stretch of the imagination. I mean, there's people that I know half their list. Initially, when you look at 749 platinums, you think there's probably 400 of those in there, you know? Maybe 400 of those. But no, that's not the case at all for your list. 80 isn't like, if you look at like my trophy list, which I only have 305 platinums, that would be a lot. That's why I looked at a percentage of your games. Under 10% of your games are shovelware, let's call it. So you're getting 22.65 plus the 50 points for the completions and the volume, plus the 22.67. Nope. No, sorry, I messed up. 50. Let me stay focused here, King. 0.67. 18.99. 91.66. So based on my grading system here, I'll tell you right now, that's an A. That's an A rating for your trophy list, which I don't even think my trophy list would be an A because I just don't have that kind of volume to ever give myself a higher grade like that. I'll tell you right now, my grading thing. Yeah, this is a A. A minus would be under 90, like 90, like 89 to 90, 89 to 91. Sorry. So you're at 91.66, so you're getting a solid A for your trophy list. So do you think that's fair? Do you guys think that's a good grading system, what I did here? So I looked at volume. I looked at your shovelware. I looked at completion percentage. And we looked at your ultra rares and just how difficult grinds and challenges. So really impressive. And for those that missed the beginning of the stream, I'm going to show you something again. DR is the man, has 35,933 trophies, but the first 8 years, he didn't even really trophy hunt. Now, Cypher, I know I did a trophy review for you a long time ago, but I didn't do this grading system. But look at this. He didn't trophy hunt the first 8 years. So this was just the last 10 years, from 2016 and on, which he established. Trying to bring up the completion percentage. Exactly. That's my challenge to you, actually. And this is where I want to do maybe a follow-up stream at some point, right? Whoa, what did I... Okay. This hurt your score. It would have been a higher grade. This was probably the thing that hurt you the most. But it's still a good amount. I mean, look at how many games you completed. I could tell your list was just like, yeah, you just started trophy hunting 8 years in. You had a bunch of games with closed servers. So I respect that percentage a lot. Like, on this many games, that's impressive. I could tell that you just, you have one account You just play everything you feel like playing on there. If it's not for you, you move on, which is healthy. Which is why you can get as many done as you do, because everything you're playing, you really want to play it, right? So I guess that says a lot. And I know the last few years you've been in my community, um, so that probably pushes you sometimes to maybe play something you don't like as much. But here we are. Cypher says, I know I'm a B because in 2018 I did like a crap load of shovelware. Well, I don't know. I guess we got to review your list again with this method. Like the way I did it here was, this is the first review we've done in a long time. So you have, you know, an overview of all the trophies, your history, looking at your ultra rares, what's your proudest. Um, so I guess two more things here I want to go over, and it's gonna be based on what you say, right? So what would you say is your top three games that you wish you could have finished in time, or that you want to do that you still can obtain that you haven't done yet? Like, what would you say are those? Yeah, it's been a long time. I mean, I stopped streaming for like 2 years, so that in and of itself was like one of the big reasons. So, which three games would you like to mostly get done, or that you could never do that you would like to finish? Either or. It could be one that you can, or that is impossible. That you're just like, damn, the one that got away. It's like, fell in love with somebody, then you never made a move. They moved away across to the other side of the earth. Now there's no chance for you guys. That kind of thing. Not speaking from experience on that one, but just saying the one that got away. I'll tell you mine while you think about it. I kind of mentioned it already. Resistance 2. Resistance 2. As you type that up, I'll selfishly talk about mine real quick. Yes, I'm not a robot. Why do they always ask me this? I think I'm only a lockout NBA 2K20, PUBG, and Fall Guys. Lucky you. Uncharted. That's luck. I wish I had only those that incomplete. This is my list, by the way. This is just not 100%. So this is my games that are not 100% right here. These two don't count up there. 2K26 and Ghost of Yotei. I'm working on those right now, so it's really just here. One, two, and oh, okay. So he wrote already. Ghostbusters, Rock Band 2, and Resistance 2. That's so funny. We're both literally talking about Resistance 2. Here it is for me. That one's. Let's see how yours in your list here. Resistance 2. Oh, you got a lot of work to do. You still got to go through the whole game. I literally have one trophy left, and I've always been like hoping that they somehow revive the servers so I can get that one done. Ghostbusters. Which Ghostbusters? Is it is it one of the ones that's unobtainable or what? Unapproved custom server. Okay, that tells me all I need to know. And professional difficulty. Looks like you're missing that. Server closure. No warning given. That's fucked up. Server shut down. I think we just have one person, Yusuf. That's it. So you should be the one that follows after that. I think I'm saying your name right. Yusuf. Um, Server shutdown, of course. Yeah, I gotta invite him to our Discord. Let's explain how things work with that. Okay, he's already joined it. Sweet. I gotta give you. Gotta change your status. You probably can't see anything on the server yet. First game you played, I went online for, but didn't understand the MP. Am I the lowest here with 120 plats? Looking at the names in the chat right now, I would say yes, but like no one compares to DR. Like he just kills all of us. Like this is my list. 327 completed games. Um, level 600. Like we're kind of, I would say, average range. So, but I've been trophy hunting 18 years, so this is quite low. So I would grade my volume low. Like I could have had way more than this, and not probably not be at DR's level, but shit, you know. What's this account's hardest game? He was late to the party. I'll show him real quick though. MB. So DR's trophy log. Here we go. I'll just show it real quick again. We already spoke about this earlier. Sending. Oh, I forgot to remove the other types. Platinums. There you go. Yeah, it's NBA 2K20. These are like the top ones right here. So point 17. That's the rarest one on his. What was the third game that you said? Hold on. I got lost in this. Oh, Resistance 2, Ghostbusters, a Rock Band 2. Yeah, Rock Band 2, man. I feel you. That game was awesome. 1.5K ultra rare. Damn. Yeah, he has a lot of ultra rare. This is why he got 25 points for the ultra rares as well. Because I looked at it, I didn't compare it. I compared it to the number of trophies he has and also the platinums. Because if you have like, you can get 25 points for your list too, even if you have 100. What you say? 120 plats. If like 40 of those, or even 30 of those are ultra rares, that would be a very good amount, and not a lot of shovelware like him. So that's why he was able to get that really good score there. Um, okay. So, my challenge to you, I'm going to challenge you, DR, and I might start something where I actually track the grades on it. And if you get this challenge done, I'll raise your rank. I'll raise you a couple more points. I got to determine how many, but I think you know which game I'm going to say. RED space RED. My rarest trophy is Mastermind in GTA 5. You know what? Is it still mine? Let me see. Look at that. We were just talking about Mastermind. It was one of mine. I'm looking at my list here. This is my trophy. It's not filtered by type, right? Mastermind's got to be up there. Yeah, point 55. Point 55. What? No RDR2. So, yeah, I'm gonna challenge you to Red Dead Redemption 2. If you knock that out by the end of the year, you're gonna get an extra 5 points. That's the only game I'm gonna challenge you to. It's a 200-hour game. I would do 2 or 3 games, but since that's such a long game, I just want you to experience the game. That's really the main reason. My group bailed on me, so I stopped. Man, it takes a lot to do that mastermind challenge. Yeah, that's a crime with 700 plats. I know I had the same reaction. I was like, "What?" But he already did the multiplayer, so that's like what 50 hours you can scratch off there. I'd say about 50 hours, give or take. So maybe a little less, depending on when you did it. I don't know if it's like the last time I played that game was online. It was a lot easier to get the online trophies. So I don't know when you did it, but either way, the rest of the game is going to be like the single player, like a good 100 to 100. I'd say between 120 to 150. It depends on how much you want to explore and actually enjoy the game and not like rush it, you know. So that's a game you're gonna want to take your time. But that's just me. So DR, congrats. You know, you got your score here of 91.66. Um, you get yourself an A. If you get Red Dead Redemption 2 done, that'll put you at a 96. I think I need a long distance runner game. Boom. There you go. You pretty much did all our challenges already. Like, so I wouldn't be surprised if you get knocked that out, you know? But yeah, you're always killing it in all the challenges. Like, I was like, this is so perfect to do your list. And this is like one of the longest ones. So I didn't do it like the way I done it in the past and just go tile by tile talking about different games because it's just we'd be here, yeah, for a long, long time. But I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I hope you guys want to maybe get your list re-reviewed again. I'm gonna have to edit this stream because we lost connection halfway through, and I'm gonna merge it into one video, and so look out for that. I'll repost it with all that in there. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much all I had. DR, any last thoughts? What drives you every day to collect trophies and be as driven as you are? I need to know what makes you want to go, because you go harder than anyone I've ever seen. Sign me up for a re-review, because I am curious how much those shovelwares might affect the grade. All right. I was doing the whole points to get reviewed, but if you guys want to see more of these, I don't expect more requests. I'm going to refund DR his points. He spent 500 points for this review. So I'm going to lower it. I'm only going to lower it to be like 100 points to get a review. And that way our new person in the queue, he doesn't have to wait till he got 500 points to do it. So, yes. I'm gonna give you your 500 points back and just take 100 away. So you're gonna get 400 points back. How's that? And it's easy to get 100 points in the Discord server just by subscribing. That's 100 points right there. Pretty simple, right? But that's all I got for y'all. You know, next time if the lists aren't that long, maybe I'll do 2 people. So depends how it goes. Yeah, we got currency. We got a currency there. Somebody else. That's why I wasn't sure if I had 1 or 2 people. Somebody else wants me to review their list again. So, but yeah, I'll explain it. I'll connect with you with that. Hashtag points payout in the Discord. Oh, you gotta get your daily points, guys. Get your daily points. That's all I got. Just want to say thank you all for tuning in. This was actually pretty fun to do. I wasn't sure how it was gonna go. I'm like, is anyone gonna show up? Because it's been a while since we did a review. Yeah, you play a lot. You certainly do play a lot. So, all right, that's all I got, y'all. Until next time, take care.